Thank you. You really are too kind. Yeah. No, this is a proud moment for me. My own talk show. But I'm also out here producing a new TV show as well. Yeah, no, really, you're too kind. I'm actually quite lucky to be here. They detained me at the airport when I told security that I was here to shoot a pilot. But it's good to be working instead of waiting tables like a lot of struggling performers. That's the one thing actors and waiters have in common. They're both waiters. But acting is a tough life. As an actor, you eventually die unemployed, or you live long enough to play Batman. I must say, I'm glad the writer's strike is over, because let's face it, somebody has to clear all those tables in Hollywood's restaurants. I mean, staying employed in this town is very hard. I recall one time I paused a film I was watching to get myself a coffee, and I was fired from my job as a projectionist. But really, acting is a narcissistic profession. You have to be a bit of a narcissist, and I know I tend to be. For instance, when I change a light bulb, all I do is hold on to it, and the world revolves around me. But I'm happy the way I am, and so is my new wife. We get along so well, you know. We like the same things. She loves me, and I love me, so it works just fine. I do have to be careful tonight. My ex-wife may be watching, and I must admit we were both very happy for 20 very good years, and then we met each other. She's never forgiven me for the time she asked me to get her a gift that she could use in the bathtub, and so I bought her a toaster. My ex-wife came with an unfortunate accessory, that being her mother. One day a friend dropped by and he said to me, "Where's your mother-in-law?" And I said, "She's in the garden." And he said, "Where?" I can't see her. And I said, "You have to dig a little more." But enough about me. I'd like to introduce you to an actor who I don't believe ever waited a table in his entire career. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Thank you. It's very nice to be here.
I have to mention straight off the bat, Silence of the Lambs was definitely the most fun I've had without laughing.
Oh, you thought so? Me too.
Do you have a good relationship with your mother-in-law, by the way?
Oh, yes, we get on very well. She's an angel, you might say.
Oh, really? You're a lucky man. Mine is still alive.
Not so much my ex-wife, though.
If I run into my ex in the street, we'll stop and we'll chat and we'll exchange...
Let me guess. Blunt instruments.
That's funny. Do you have a crazy side to you, having played Hannibal Lecter? One would think you'd have some experience with analysis.
No, none at all, really.
I know I've got all these voices in my head for many years, and I wonder, does that make me crazy? But one of the voices is a therapist, and he tells me I'm fine.
Dr. Lecter is right here, Woody, if you would like to unburden yourself.
I try not to give therapists any accurate information about myself. If I can help it, I have a fear of becoming an exotic hors d'oeuvre.
Have no fear, Woody. I've already had my fill of lima beans this evening.
Would you do a favor for me, though, if you would indulge me?
Well, I'll try my best.
I always loved the role of Lieutenant William Bly in The Bounty.
Thank you.
Would you perhaps create a scene right here with me, and we'll see how I pan out as an 18th century sailor, kind of an ad hoc audition.
All right.
I wonder, can we get some Tahitian music to set the scene? I gotta say, the women of Tahiti, they're so accommodating and they're so liberal.
Mr. Allen, you'll report to the ship before sundown. Is that understood?
No. Are you kidding? I'm in the middle of something.
What did you say? You said no. Is that what you said? You said no.
All right, you'll report to the ship immediately. You understand me, and you'll remain on the ship. There will be no more mixing with the damned degenerate natives of these islands, by any of my officers or by any of my crew. You comprehend my meaning, sir?
No, I mean, sex between two people is wonderful, but between three people, it's terrific. I have to get back to Mavita and Tatiani.
Mr. Allen, come back here. Mr. Allen, sir, come back here.
Don't I get any leeway? After all, I'm acting second lieutenant.
And I say I'm commander! By law! I am the first! You comprehend my meaning, sir? God damn your hide! Stop that cheering! Silence!
Could everybody be quiet? We don't want a mutiny on our hands.
Mr. Allen, you set a poor example as my first officer, sir. You shall kiss the gunner's daughter. Bosun!
Is she a brunette? I prefer brunettes.
Put this man over the cannon. He is insubordinate, cowardly and insubordinate.
Cowardly? Most definitely. I'm scared of everything. I'm scared of the dark.
Administer the punishment now.
Ouch! I'm scared of my mother-in-law. Ouch! I'm scared of the IRS. I'm not afraid of Virginia Woolf. She doesn't strike me as at all intimidating. Ouch! I should have worn my corduroys.
Go harder, Bosun! Lay on with the whip or you will take his place, sir! You take your hands off him! Take your hands off him! Now!
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. Mel Gibson as Fletcher Christian.
Mr. Christian, I appeal to you, sir. Allow regulation naval discipline to take its course. You shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! Now, or I will run you through! Mr. Christian, sir, get hold of yourself. I will put you in the boat. Set you adrift. I appeal to you, sir. Put aside this madness, nor will be forgotten. I give you my word. No, it's too late. Think of our friendship, Mr. Christian. Think of my family. It's too late.
You see, folks, I never really wanted to be a television host.
I am in hell! Hell, sir!
I'd much prefer to be at home with a nice Beaujolais.
Why are you being so damn reasonable now? God damn your blood, sir! God damn your blood! To hell with mine!
I'm not ambitious in the least. It's a little too dramatic for my nerves.
The King's Navy, sir, will not rest until you, my friend, are captured and executed, so help me God!
I think I'll just slip into the green room and leave these two lunatics to settle their thespian one-upmanship. I only ever really wanted to be a comic. There's this one joke I've been wanting to try out, and it goes like this. My Uncle Benjamin took my Aunt Esther to a romantic dinner and at a nice restaurant, and he smiled at her, and he said, Esther, he said, you look so beautiful under these lights, and Esther was so touched and began to fall in love with Benjamin all over again, and then he said, we gotta get some of these lights. I know it's not fall on the floor hilarious, but it's a living.